bit from the pavement.
You're heavy breathing, not having a tummy tank, are you?
No.
Just pause a minute, sir. I'll be back at 2 secs. Okay, carry on. What next door to what? Alice in Wonderland?
Closed. Tristan Bridge, London Chess Centre. Closed opens 44 Baker Street, Marylebone.
Is it temporary closed or permanently closed?
Just as closed, opens 11 o'clock.
Oh, so it's still public trading then.
It's forbidden some. Oh. Why did it have a. I never been a good browse. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad, really. If you think of.
I didn't have a good browse around the shop. I just got in, got what I wanted, to walk straight out again.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, back to London again. As I probably touched on before, if it hadn't been for you, and I'll say this, even though it's nearly 3:30, I would have, daft as it sounds, you probably won't believe this, I would have never, pardon me, not burped, I would have never have known or heard of the borough. Can you believe that? Because, Jesus, when you said you wanted to go to the borough, I'm like, oh, all right. No, next door to Southwark. And you knew where you were going. You knew. You were like a bloodhound. But you bypassed the little passageway, which would have been a shortcut into the vineyard.
Yeah, which I didn't know about.
Although on the video you said vineyard. Because I did a video where you're walking around. I'm doing like, this is blah 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 bunker, blah 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 blah. And you went, oh, it's vineyard. So it's vineyard. It's two separate words. It's vineyard. It's sanctuary place, whatever. And then I saw you taking pictures of this brick building with blue windows, and I just remember standing in that passageway thinking, what the hell is he doing? Why is he forensically photographing this building like a bloody crime scene photographer? And then you said, oh, this is the bunker, this is where Sonia, Jason Donovan, blah blah blah, and this is where they call the bunker. And all right, and then I did that. Well, actually, there's that video of me with the green, with the crow-cut haircut and my camera bag and my green jacket. You were filming it Well, here we are outside the Gladstone Arms, known as the Gladstone. Must be named after the Prime Minister. We're about to go inside to have a pint. And we went in, had a nice drink from what I can remember. And then we went there another time. Was that? I don't think that group were there. We both photographed and videoed the same thing. A band called Fireworks Night. I don't think it was the same day, was it?
Yeah.
Was it? Ah. Well, thanks to you, that I kept going back to the Gladstone or the Glad. Their pies were magnificent. The pies are magnificent. It's called a Pie Minster or something, and I'll go there, as well as the White Hart on Whitechapel Road, and I would have one of their pies with gravy and mash. Oh my god! If we ever get back down there for a big London bash, that'll be our dinner spot. Because we've already lost. Don't forget, we've lost the Aldgate Exchange near that Jellied Eel store, which now is also packed up near the Whitechapel bus station. Remember the Aldgate Exchange where you commented, I'm probably checking the half-time scores?
Yeah.
That now is office blocks. It's now not office. It's now offices. It's all been repainted, re-tarted up and all that. So we've lost the Aldgate Exchange. With the Grey Maurice is now somewhere else. No, they never went in there. I'm frustrated that I and we, in all the time that passed the bloody place, the Dog and Truck, which we both took pictures of, never got into that place, although it's still open. Never got into it. And one of my biggest regrets was the Still and Star, basically next to the bloody Whitechapel bus station. The Still and Star. I mean, if you Google it, you'll see something called Whitechapel News or some kind of forum or something that deals with stuff in Whitechapel or Aldgate and that. Oh, but I think it's Aldgate. There was a threat for its closure a few years back, and then a year later, Still and Star saved. And you can see, if you do like a Google search, you'll see some pictures of the inside of the pub. A narrow pub, but my god, it looks lovely. I mean, these are the kind of pubs that I think if we lived there, or I had a place there so you could come and stay in, Rosen or a big enough house and that would be like a pub which we would like as our regular, like that pub called the Castle, which has now been repainted. There's another one on the same road where Kenneth Williams lived in his younger years, Caledonian Road, around the Pentonville prison area, called Doyle's Bar. But it's that one which the Sparrows Can't Sing and Queenie Watts. I think one of her pubs is still up, but it's now flats. The other one that she was at is now gone. It said due to the street widening. I mean, the pub that is recreated in the studio for Sparrows Can't Sing, and there's actually video footage of her singing in a pub. Is it the Viaduct or something? Their pubs that me and you in the 50s and 60s would have been like Sid and Trevor at the Hare and Hounds. There's just something magical about that era, about those pubs. The atmosphere. Like that pint mug that I rescued from the bungalow. With the hunting scene on it. I don't know how old it is. I'm guessing 1950s or pardon me, 60s. But my God, that's my favourite mug. Pint mug. I keep it now. But it's so sad to see a lot of these pubs gone, like the Hollybush, the John Bullock Farm, where 4 volumes of all your karaoke hits are done at the John Bull. John Bull, Jeff Horn, live in concert at the John Bull, Part 1. Jeff Horn, at last, the legend, live at the John Bull. And then you got 2 volumes at the Barnon, 1 small one at the White Hart, 1 at the Vic, where you had your Movember tash and your yellow t-shirt. I called you Butch. 1 small. It was when his coloured bloke were doing a karaoke at the Vic. I know his last name was Tony Bennett. That was his name. He was a good karaoke host. But the bit where we did the karaoke is now the Shapler. No tummies will call it quits. But yeah, like the Borough, I'm thinking, why the fuck are we? Why are we here? It's just a red brick building at the back of Borough Tube Station. Why are we at this place? And then I got it. Like when I went to my Who pilgrimage, I got at West Hampstead, where we got the bus to Abbey Road. The pub there, on corner, where the Who played one of their early gigs. I went to Battersea, to the Battersea Fields, to where their studios were, the Rampart Studios. It's not where it says it on the internet. It's on a different road, but it's now a pharmacy. And I was like that thinking, oh my God, this is where they recorded Who's Next. I can imagine Keith Moon and Roger Daltrey and Keith Entwistle and Pete Townsend going into this, what is now the Battersea Fields practice. I get it. What is like an icon or a symbol of like worship of some kind, that's what the bunker was to you at back of Borough Tube Station. Right. It's time to call Tom's, I think. It's now 3:36, and I shall let you know how this alternative to finding, because both of us have had problems finding the perfect app to record sound and vision. all we found are apps which are called screen recorders, which work perfectly fine until you start engaging in an app like Messenger Video, which also requires the microphone. And I thought you would have had better chance than me because, this and that. But, Jesus. Time to say ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta until next Saturday. And I shall. You'll see the finished product, but like I said, it's nearly fucking 24 in the morning, man. Pardon me. Ta-ta, Jeff.
Ta-ta.
Yeah.